Okay, I'm feeling like the weekend right now. So it's 1 a.m. at night, 1:20 a.m. this time around, that we are standing out here downtown Las Vegas recording a video because I had to get my steps in. I already got my steps in. We were walking like crazy today, but I needed to take some time out so I could record a video talking about ESPN. Because earlier today, I'm recording this video on Tuesday. It'll be uploaded in public on YouTube on Wednesday. Earlier today on Tuesday, before it became 1 a.m. Wednesday right now, there was an article with the ESPN writers and analysts' opinions and predictions as to the NHL awards. And there were a few things going out there, a few different names circulating around the board. But I wanted to talk about the Vancouver Canucks because when it comes to the ESPN's folks' predictions for the James Norris Memorial Trophy, the NHL's best defender in the league, we had 24 people on ESPN make predictions on who they thought was going to win, and not one of them picked Quinn Hughes. The voting went as follows. You had 12 folks predicting that Cale Makar would win the Norris Trophy this upcoming season. Okay, that's reasonable. I can understand completely where that's coming from. We also had ourselves 4 people voting for Miro Heiskanen. Okay, also a very good bet. He's a great player. There were 3 people that voted for, who was it? No, it wasn't Adam Fox. Roman Josi, that's who it was. Roman Josi got 3 votes, Charlie McAvoy got 2 votes, and then Dougie Hamilton and Josh Morrissey each got 1 vote. Let's do the math on that. 12 plus 4, 16 plus 3 is 19, plus 2 is 21, plus 1 plus 1, 23? Did I say 23 or 24? One of the two. It's whatever. But interesting to note, not only did Adam Fox not get any votes, which I was actually kind of surprised about, but Quinn Hughes got 0 attention from the ESPN writers as to whom they thought it was that had a chance to win the Norris Trophy this upcoming year. Now, does that play into disrespect? Is that a bad thing? Are the Vancouver Canucks being underestimated here? I'm not too sure. You see, you have conflicting reports because Elliotte Friedman said on the 32 Thoughts podcast, or was it somebody else? I'm not really too sure. He did say that his feeling for what was going on with the NHL this season, he did feel that the Vancouver Canucks had a chance to win it all this season and that Quinn Hughes was his pre-season preliminary Hart Trophy prediction. So, of course, Elliotte Friedman is not with ESPN. He didn't participate in the 20-something analyses' votes on whom they thought was going to win the Norris, but Friedman is going out there and saying that he thinks Quinn Hughes could very well be a Hart contender this upcoming season for the most valuable player in the league, not necessarily just the best defenseman. So I wanted to pose the question out to you here in this video, where I'm out here on the streets of Vegas at 1 a.m. at night talking into my smartphone, and people are all around me with alcohol, with food, with gambling chips and all this other stuff. You know, it's Vegas, baby. This is the vibe, right? I mean, we're even out here right in front of a giant card inside here on the plaza. Literally, look at that. So I'm coming to you live from over here, proposing this question, asking whether or not this is a thing. Because the Vancouver Canucks, I feel, they have some pretty good odds at doing things. I think it was Dom Lucian of The Athletic whose model actually said the Vancouver Canucks were projected to having like the 4th best regular season record this year, something like that, 2nd best in the West, something like that. Vancouver is looking really good on a lot of analytical models. I think even JFresh had Vancouver as the 2nd team in the West, if not 2nd team in the Pacific. I know that for sure. Edmonton, of course, is getting a lot of love. In fact, I think the Sportsnet crew went out there and posted their Stanley Cup predictions, and the majority of them actually said the Oilers were going to win, with a few folks saying that they had the Florida Panthers bouncing back and repeating, and a few other names tossed in there as well. But Edmonton is all up in there. Edmonton. Nobody picked Vancouver to win the Cup this year, which is kind of unfortunate. Elliotte Friedman did say on this podcast, though, that he feels the Canucks actually do have a good chance at doing so. But I think he did predict Edmonton too. if I recall correctly. I'm not 100% sure on that. I know for sure, though, that he did say that Quinn Hughes is his preliminary Hart candidate at the moment. So we'll see whether or not that continues over the course of the year. Here's the thing about Quinn. We did make a video about him just a few days ago talking about whether or not the potential of him scoring 100 points is actually true. We had seen the J-Pat article on Canucks Army. He said that if Quinn Hughes averaged one extra power play assist per week for the last 2 months of the season, he would have gotten to 100 points. That's crazy, and it really illuminates just how strong the Vancouver Canucks power play was at the first half of the year compared to the second, as well as how much we think this team can improve and actually continue to progress in terms of their offensive success. If you expect Elias Pettersson to bounce back, if you expect JT Miller to still be good, if you expect Brock Besser to maybe even take another step up, which is kind of nuts considering he had scored 40 goals on the year, you got to remember, Patrick Allvin told Besser that, hey, you fell off. You had the chance to score 50. You had so many goals at the beginning of the year, and then you stopped scoring as much in the second half post All-Star break. That's got to be some fuel, man. That's got to be fire. That's got to be enough for Brock to sit down and say, okay, sorry, Patrick Allvin, for not living up to your expectations on scoring 50 goals. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And if Petey is the guy feeding him, if Hughes is the guy getting every second pass, then there's a very good chance that he could get 100 points this year. He's just got to be at the same level, if not a tad better, than what he was at last season, which was the best defenseman in the league, which was a Norris caliber guy. And so with a lot of Canucks fans' optimism going out there and expressing itself, hey, we think Quinn can be this amazing player, we think he can continue on the success, then of course it's like, yeah, we think he's going to win the Norris again. We think he has a really good chance at doing so, not like a 0 out of 23 or 24 chance like the ESPN writers went out there and gave out. Not that Cale Makar is a bad pick. I think just holistically, if you were to evaluate defenseman skill, I'd say that Cale Makar is probably the best defenseman in the league. Mira Heiskanen up there, Quinn Hughes up there. They're all fantastic names, but to not see Quinn Hughes get any love whatsoever, it does kind of hit hard a little bit. And I will say that there might be another extra layer of conversation there, because it is very difficult for the Norris Trophy winner to repeat itself year in and year out. Like, it's very rare to see the Norris guy win a second Norris in a row. Art Ross, okay. Connor McDavid's got that on lock. Anytime he's healthy, he wins. That's great. He does that all the time. Hart, same thing. Like, you can usually see the same guy winning their Hart multiple times just because the capacity for ceilings is so high in the NHL nowadays. It happens a lot. But when it comes to Vezina, when it comes to Norris, the ones that you vote for, that's difficult, man. It's really difficult to see the same guy winning twice in a row. So for Quinn, I guess that's one thing going against him. However, I do think that a lot of Vancouver Canucks fans were disappointed to see that the ESPN writers don't believe in Quinn as much as Canucks fans do. And as much as Elliot Friedman does, too, because he had Quinn as the Hart winner, at least this early on into the season. So I gotta go. I gotta walk back to my hotel room. We got some fun stuff planned for tomorrow. We're gonna go to Hoover Dam, which I think is great. Still do not know what the plan is going to be for watching the Canucks game, but I will find a way to make a video about it somehow. It might come later in the day. As I had said, I'm recording this video on Wednesday morning. It is 1 a.m. in the morning right now, and I'm going to upload this, have it pre-scheduled to go public on YouTube in about 11 hours, so 12 p.m. PST on Wednesday. You'll see it then. Right now, though, I got to say goodbye from Las Vegas, Nevada, baby. Let's actually walk around to end off this video because I kind of need a breeze. You know, it's still 30-something degrees out here. Maybe I can stop the video right before the copyrighted music becomes audible on the microphone. But yeah, look at this crazy, crazy area, man. I'm still walking, and then as we turn around, oh, baby, look at that, eh? Downtown Las Vegas, casinos everywhere. It's pretty great over here. Okay, my arm's getting tired. Yeah, y'all will see this video in about 11 hours from now, and then the Canucks will play off against the Calgary Flames. I'm not going to be able to fully divide my attention amongst the game and the stats and everything. We're going to be out and about, so who knows what the post-game video is going to look like. But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Did the Vancouver Canucks and Quinn Hughes just get disrespected by the folks over on ESPN? I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.